do my everyday makeup routine. Right now my skin feels super dry, so I'm gonna use this Mario Badescu vitamin C cream. This definitely really does moisturize your skin really well. Also, I'm not sure if you guys can tell or not, but my neck, I have fake tan on and my neck honestly doesn't look too good. I'm gonna use this Summer Fridays Lip Butter Balm in Pink Sugar. Snail Mucin by CosRX. Oh, my neck just popped. I don't know if y'all could hear that. And then any extra that I have of any of my skincare, I always put it down my hands. And I like to just moisturize a lot as a primer instead of using an actual primer itself. And then last but not least is the Rhode Peptide Glazing Fluid. I haven't loved this product the first few times I've used it, to be totally honest with you. I have found it does sit really nicely underneath makeup rather than just a part of a skincare routine. It definitely does give that little extra bit of glow. I'll give it that. I don't know about you guys, but I cannot believe that Christmas is so close. It's literally only 2 weeks away. I feel like it literally just hit December. I'm gonna put a little bit of this La Roche-Posay B5 Cicaplast moisturizer, whatever, around my nose, just because it's been, again, really dry around my nose and mouth areas. Now that we're all ready, I'm just gonna be using the Tarte Shape Tape Concealer. This is what I got for my under eyes. It's in 22N, which is a pretty light shade. But I've just been using this recently because I like the full coverage, because I have pretty dark under eye circles compared to most, I feel. So I'm just gonna do this today, and then I'll just use my bronzer to make sure that my face blends in with my neck and how tan I am right now, because I have fake tan on. I'm gonna use my beauty blender. It is dirty. I need to clean this, as well as all my brushes. But I'm gonna start with the concealer that I put on my face, because it's gonna be more spreadable, especially now that my skin is really well moisturized. I also find making sure my skin is moisturized really helps with the longevity through the day for me, especially that way I can use my powders and it won't dry me out later. And then I do my under eye concealer after, because I want to give it a second to kind of sit and soak in and be a little more tacky and less spreadable. I'll take the tail of it up to my temple. My eye, or like the area between my eye and my nose. I'll totally coat all of that, because we want to go in later and we're going to want to create our own shadows in those areas. So I just like to do blank canvas, totally. Okay, now that I have concealer on, I'll just go ahead and with my Laura Mercier translucent powder, and I'll put it on a little brush, kind of tap it on my hand to get the excess off that way. I'm just gonna pat my under eye area. Oof. And like I said, I like to really kind of set my concealer with powder almost everywhere, my eyelids included, because I can get oily, I can get dry too, but that's why I do the moisture. On the bottom, I just won't put powder on either side of my nose straight away, but definitely my forehead between my brows, above my brows, because I always get a little too shiny right there for me. And then I'll do along my jaw. I have a mirror in front of me, that's why I'm looking to this side. Now I look super pale and like a ghost, so it's time to go in with bronzer. I love the Too Faced bronzers. I always have. This is what I've always used all through college. And since I use the chocolate and the dark chocolate, so you're raised up, and I changed the angle a bit. So I'll go in with the chocolate first because it's more cool toned, and I'll go ahead and map out where all I'm going to be placing my bronzer. I like to do temples, over to forehead, and then this whole cheekbone area. Now I'll go in and do my jawline, connect these areas in front of my ear so my ears blend in nicely, don't look too pale. Then I'll just take a bit that's left over and I'll sweep it all the way from my chin up to this area. In my eye socket, I'll just kind of put the edge and sweep it to the corner. Go ahead and deepen this up a little bit and prime it for the eyeshadow to come. because we want to elongate the eyes. Give them a lift. Blend, 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 and then blend some more. And we'll check back in a second. I have done my makeup like this for years, by the way, and have not changed it up. So this is my tried and true method. I don't change it up often. This is what I like to do. I will also take this chocolate bronzer by Too Faced and a skinny little brush. I will spray it with my Patrick Ta Glow Mist, or maybe just water. And I will dip it into the bronzer. And that's how I'll do my nose contour. Do a little line on the bottom. Little line across the top. And then I will do along each side. And then I'll kind of build it up and let it sit for a little bit before I blend it all of the way out. Oh, also I'll do right here. And create a little shadow under my bottom lip. Which is something I learned from JLo's makeup artist. Okay, welcome back. My camera battery died, so if anything looks different, that is why. But you haven't missed anything. I didn't even stop to blend anything between swapping out my battery. This is the most important phase. As long as your base looks good, that is all that matters. I take the same chocolate shade by Too Faced bronzer, and I'll take on a fluffy brush, and I'll put it in my crease, all the way to right under the middle, or the front of my eyebrow. I'm creating more of a hollow here and connecting it a bit to the nose contour. And it's gonna look crazy in the beginning, but it'll all come together at the end. Just trust. If you guys have Apple TV, please watch Echo 3, because I just finished watching season 1 and it has not been renewed for season 2, and I need a season 2, so I need everyone to go watch it, please. I'm obsessed with it. Okay, I'm taking the same face brush and I'm taking the dark chocolate shade of the bronzer. And this is very pigmented, okay, so be chill. Be easy about it. I'm gonna just dab it on these spots that I like to be the darkest. When it comes to my bronzer, take it down here. Honestly, just go over everywhere that I put the chocolate before. And again, it's gonna look dark to begin with, but we're creating color, and in a second, it's not even gonna look that dark. And then as my eyeshadow, I also take the dark chocolate and a flat brush. Again, we're gonna wet it because we just wanna get intense color, and we do not want this heavily pigmented shade to fall off onto our under eye area. I'm not taking it all the way up to the crease because again, this is super pigmented. So I will extend it whenever I go back in with this brush. And sometimes I need to go back into the chocolate bronzer to blend it out fully, but I think I might have put enough to begin with that this will be fine. And this is what works best for me, my eye shape, what I like, what I prefer. You know, you might just have your own preference, but if you want to try doing your makeup exactly how I do mine, this is why I'm making this video, so you can try it all out. If you don't have these exact bronzers, the dark chocolate is a warm toned brown. The plain chocolate is a taupey, less warm brown. Like still, it's probably more warm to most people. It's not as cool as Hoola, I wouldn't say, but I like a warm tone look. Okay, now that we're at this phase, I'm gonna take the Patrick Ta She's Thirsty Major Glow Dewy Milk Mist, and I'm just gonna spray my skin to try and keep the moisture in. I'm going to be using the Benefit Precisely My Brow Pencil. I use the shade 3.75 because again, I like a dark contrast. I might be blonde, but I do not use brown mascara. I like black mascara. I like a deeper toned eyebrow. We all have our own preferences and this is mine. But to where I did my nose contour to, that's where I'm gonna have the front of my brow line up. So I'll be back. I'm not gonna get into crazy detail about my eyebrows. I know it's a jump scare right now, but what I do is I start by doing strokes up, then I angle 45 degrees, and then once I get about here, I do more sideways. Probably still at maybe a 20-degree angle. Same all the way to the outer tails. I might do a very thin line on the outer tail, but not much. So now I take the spoolie side and I just kind of blend it. Kind of how you would apply mascara. Put it at the bottom, shake it up. I basically put a thin layer of bronzer all over my entire face. So that's why I do my eyebrows after. Now I'm taking the Refi Brow Gel. Cute. Then I just leave it be. If you're looking for a more affordable one, I really like the NYX Control Freak. This is good stuff as well. And I've tried the Mario eyebrow gel, and it sticks it into place. Like, you need to use it for a week or two before it's really to the grip that you want, but it's the stickiest one I've ever used is the Mario one. Now we're going in with the Rare Beauty blush in Happy, which is super cute. So pigmented. Literally the slightest little marks. And then I take a dense dome shaped brush, dome bristle dense brush, and I'll take it all the way up my temple, all the way up here. But we're gonna concentrate on the apples of our cheeks, which this will make more sense why I do my bronzer like I do. I'll bring it kind of close to my nose bridge. If I was doing freckles, I would put a little bit on the bridge of my nose, but this is an everyday look. And also, this does seem like a lot for everyday look. For an everyday look, I do understand. But it's just because I focus so much on the base. Because if your base doesn't look good, then the rest of it won't look good. It won't wear good through the day. And there's no point in even doing your makeup. I do not set the blush. Very rarely do I set the blush. Oh wow, they're back. For eyeliner, I like to use the Stila Stay All Day Waterproof Liquid Eyeliner in black. A great drugstore dupe that I love is the L'Oreal Paris Carbon Black Linear Intense. Looks like this. It's kind of hard to find, but I would order it online. This is like $8, whereas this is what, $21, I think? The Stila one. It's kind of ripped off. And I thought I just got this. This might be my old one. And for my wing, I just kind of follow the line of my lower waterline. And I do one mark and then I just connect it and do a thin line on the rest of my eye. I'll be back. Like I do that, and I thin line the whole thing and I simply connect it. Okay, here we go. This is my new one. I need to toss that one out. Let me throw that away. This is, okay, it's still a Stay All Day liner. And I'm sure it's in blackest, intense black. Okay, so this will be a lot easier to use. Oh, I have slightly hooded eyes, so that's why I have to apply the liner at this angle, and then I let it dry before I face normal again, so it doesn't go further into the crease. Pro tip. Recently, I've been using the NARS Climax mascara in Explicit Black. Okay, and I like it because I like a thicker brush, because I like a thicker look of my lashes. I don't like a long thin look. I want them to look thick at the base. The last and certainly not least, I have the NYX lip pencil in Natural. Sharpened very nicely. Some clear lip oil. I just apply that. And then I blend the liner with my fingers. So I usually never curl my eyelashes, and I just forget to do it. I probably should or could, and it'll probably make like a nice difference, because I do have a couple eyelashes that go straight out or straight down. It's super frustrating. I like to get in my eye. Oh no. Oh no. I'm gonna sneeze. Whew. So I have one eyelash that grows out of my left eye, white, and it gets like long, like a head hair. It's super odd. So I usually just cut it, and so I wonder if that's what's coming back and like sticking down, because it's not like a coarse hair like other eyelashes. which is super random. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope this was helpful. If you have any questions, please let me know in the comments. I'm happy to answer anything. I can link stuff for you and give more, or maybe I should just link the products down below. I can do that for you guys so you can find exactly what I'm talking about. But this is the final look. I'll show you in sun what it looks like.